Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karis for those who are new here, and I make crochet plushies. And in this video we are going through quite a few orders that we got. I'm showing all of the packaging, how I package, and also some tips and tricks on how to save money in your small business with branding and packaging and all that. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Good morning everyone. Right now we are packaging up our jumbo strawberry triceratops because somebody purchased them on Etsy. I made a whole short about this though, about story time on how I only actually made $55 on this triceratops on Etsy. While we're packaging it up, I will tell you why. We are packaging her up in this jumbo box. It's actually one of the biggest plushies I've ever sent out. I've only sent out one more triceratops, and this one's even bigger than that last one that I sent out. Anyway, I charged $225 for this jumbo triceratops on my Etsy. You can't see it, but I'm just layering some pretty paper in the box to make it look pretty. The buyer also paid almost $140 to ship it because she's big girls, you know, she's heavy. They also paid some tax too. So the order total came out to like $380 that they spent on this triceratops, which is crazy to me. I was like super happy. I was like, whoa, this is so cool to see that. I open up the how much did you make off of this order tab thing that Etsy gives you. I see that there are some fees listed. One of them I was already expecting. Etsy does take fees. I already knew that. I saw it coming. But there was an offsite ad fee on there that was almost $57 because apparently my listing for this triceratops was listed offsite somewhere on Google, advertised on YouTube, on Yahoo, wherever you could advertise things at, Facebook, whatever. So apparently Etsy did that for me, and if somebody clicks on that ad and it takes them to my website, to my Etsy from that ad, Etsy charges me an additional 15% off the order total for that ad. On top of the $50 that they already took in their regular fees off my order, they also took an additional $57, so they took like $107 away from me for my triceratops. And then you factor in the shipping and all that other stuff, and then you're like, well wait, it seems like you actually made a little bit more. Well, this thing cost $80 in materials alone to make because the yarn ain't cheap. It's not cheap. It's not. It might even be a little bit more than 80. I don't remember. I think it's just $80 though, because it was a lot of skeins of Premier Parfait XL. Anyway, after all of that is factored in, we're only left with about $55 of profit for 14 hours of work on this triceratops. And you might be wondering, you're like, hey, why didn't you just list it on your website on Shopify or something? Or why don't you just do Shopify? I did for a little bit. I was getting a lot of fraud issues. A lot of it was like the digital orders. People were charging like $2 or whatever to credit cards that were stolen, trying to see if they worked. If you don't catch them and refund or cancel the purchase or whatever, then those people who actually own those credit cards, they can file a chargeback, which costs $15 every time. So if somebody did it for like $2 and a $15 charge, that's a lot of money that you lose if you let these fraud things go through. And I couldn't figure out how to stop it. I switched to manual, which I think helped a little bit, but that's not very practical when I have a lot of digital orders because people expect to get them right away and they can't get it right away unless I automatically fulfill the order. But when I switch to manual, I can't automatically fulfill it until I see it. And I see that they placed the order so then I can fulfill it. See what the problem is, you know? Triceratops into the box. I'm doing this with one hand, don't worry. I will fix her. She will be pretty. She's a little smushed. Okay, she looks a little better. Her tail makes her look a little wonky, but that's how she fits. And we're just gonna top her off with some more tissue paper. So anyway, if I had it on my Shopify and somebody bought it off my Shopify, I probably would have made a little bit more. I'm just a little annoyed that I would have had to charge probably like $400 for this triceratops in order to get what I needed to get out of it from Etsy, because Etsy made $100 out of all of the fees, maybe a little less because some of it was tax, like $14 of it was tax. So they made like $84 off of this order from me, and I made $55. Etsy made more than I did. Like, anyway, that's my story time. This is our triceratops all wrapped up and bundled up, and of course our little gift bag. We always include some stickers and a thank you for a review and all that other stuff. I hope they love their Triceratops. I'm really glad that they wanted it and that they were willing to spend so much money. It's really not their fault. It's Etsy's fault that they took so much. But anyway, that's that. That happened. So she's going out today. All right, she's all done. All it needs now is the shipping label. And then it's bye-bye strawberry Triceratops. This feels like a perfect time to also talk about my channel memberships. I just launched my YouTube channel memberships this January and I'm so excited. If you become a member, you get custom emojis, priority reply to comments, behind the scenes community posts, extra shorts that nobody else can see, early access to my videos, and you can also get special videos that nobody else has access to, plus quite a few more benefits. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in and you want to support me and my channel, go ahead and check out the link in the description box below to take you there and you can check that out. Thank you so much, and back to packaging orders. Good morning, friends. Today we are packing another DIY beginner crochet kit. I'm so excited another one of these are going out. This one is going to Tabitha and I am so happy that she purchased this. She said on one of the notes that she doesn't even crochet, but she watched my last video, my market video, and she was excited to give it a try. So I really hope that you enjoy this DIY kit and that you're able to complete your chonky dino. So thank you for purchasing this kit. She's all done. Thank you so much, Tabitha, for your order. I really hope that you enjoy this DIY kit. This is my very first kit that I've ever put together. I'm so happy with it. It took me forever. I spent a lot of time on it. So I'm so excited to see people purchasing them and hopefully you guys really enjoy them. Off to the post office we go. Good morning, friends. We have more orders to pack. Also, baby girl is sitting just over here, so if you hear some cooing, that's from her. But today we're packing an order for my ever popular Highland cow. One of my absolute favorites, honestly. It's just so adorable. And we also got another order for our DIY beginner chonky crochet kit. And that's 2 more orders complete. Good morning, friends. Somebody actually placed an order for our jumbo chubby dino. So this one has finally been adopted and has a new home, but we've got to package her up. Trying not to charge an arm and a leg for shipping, I'm going to attempt to stick it in this box. And I don't think it's going to be big enough, but I'm going to try my best. That way, shipping doesn't cost a ton. This order was actually placed on my website and not my Etsy, which that is where you can find all of my plushies now, on my reigningcharms.com website, on my Shopify website, because Etsy just takes way too much from my physical items. So you can still find digital downloads on my Etsy, but all of my plushies, if you would like some, are going to be on my actual website, reigningcharms.com. Shopify just has way better fees. So we have Jumbo Dino, we have Box. Usually I line this in tissue paper, which I am going to try to do. I just don't know how effective it will be after we try to smush the dinosaur in. I feel bad for squishing him in like this. Looks like a purple blob. I feel bad for doing this, but it's the only way to make sure that the buyer doesn't get charged an arm and a leg for shipping. The bigger the box, the more it costs for the shipping. The weight doesn't really matter all that much for some odd reason. It's really just the size of the box that makes it super expensive. So if you can get a smaller box and condense it down, it's a lot cheaper. So, smushed dino it will have to be. But don't worry, he will be perfectly fine when you take him out of the box. He'll just snap right back into shape. And of course, goodie bag with the thank you card and some stickers. In my small packages, I always take this card and the stickers out of this organza bag and just put it in a box. But when I have bigger boxes like this, I just put it right on top so that the stuff doesn't get lost throughout the big package. If you are watching this video and you are the one who ordered my Jumbo Chubby Dino, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love it when you guys buy my plushies and give them homes. It makes my heart so happy. So we're just going to do our thank you stamp, of course, and say thank you in the box as they unwrap. Very thick. Thick and chunky. Okay. This package is practically bursting at the seams. It took a little bit to kind of smush it down. Again, I do feel bad that he's a little pancaked in there, but we have to do what we have to do to save our customers on shipping. Anyway, now it just needs our label and our logo stamps. Woo! If you are new to this channel, if this is the first video that you're seeing of mine, I am going to be doing a video, which may or may not be out already, about how to save on small business materials for your business so that you're not spending a whole bunch of money. And one of those things that you can do is, instead of buying custom boxes, because they are very expensive, you can just get yourself a logo stamp and possibly your company name stamp and some ink and stamp your boxes instead of having them printed, and it is so much cheaper. But there will be more tips like that on how to save money with your small business in that video that is coming out, or may not have already come out. So be sure to check that out in the description box below when it is out, if you want to learn more hacks like that. Anyway, all stamped, ready to go. Now we need our shipping label. And that's another package. All done. I'm so happy Chubby Dino's going home. I can't believe he fit in this box. So that concludes everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little something and also found some entertainment in it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.